What's up, guys? So this is my Sedici Strada 2 motorcycle helmet. It is the only helmet that I have, so I got plenty of riding time with this thing, and there are a few things that I dislike and some things that I do like about this helmet, so let's get started with this review. So before we get started, I do have to show off my custom Red Bull design. It makes the helmet look so much better than just the plain matte black, and then on the front gives you wings. Super cool design and honestly super easy. I can kind of give some details at the end of the video, but I do want to clarify that this is a budget style helmet, and the reason I want to make this review is because I know there's a lot of people that are just starting out that don't want to spend $1,000 on a helmet when they're getting their first motorcycle. I was in that position, so I know there's others, so please keep that in mind with everything moving forward. I know this is not the best helmet. I think it retails for like $250-ish, maybe $300 now. So there's a lot of better options, but this is a decent helmet to get started with, so we're going to talk a little bit about it. So like I said, this is a very cost-effective helmet, and the reason it's in such a lower price bracket is because it is only DOT rated. There is no ECE or Snell certification. So one of the first things I want to talk about with this helmet is the comfort and fitment, which I think is arguably one of the most important things to consider when buying a helmet, and I'm going to rate this a 5.5 out of 10 for comfort. And the reason I rated it a 5.5 is because the interior cheek pads and linings have already become pretty compressed, not even from 2 years of use. The helmet fits pretty loosely on my head now, especially if I have a GoPro on the chin mount. It kind of, that extra weight pulls it down a little bit. And another thing that I dislike about the comfort would be the fact that the drag from the wind tends to pull up on the helmet, so it's almost like it's pulling your head up away from your body when you're riding, and that does kind of cause for some fatigue and uncomfortability when riding, so please keep that in mind. But overall, this helmet only weighs just over 3 pounds, so it's not super heavy at all. I think that's actually on the lighter end of the spectrum. So overall, comfort is a 5.5 out of 10. So the next thing I want to talk about with this helmet is also pretty important, and that is the field of vision, and I'm going to rate this a 7 out of 10. I really have no issues with the vision in this helmet. As you guys can see, I got the helmet placed up on some glasses here, but there's a full field of view right here, and there is nothing that impedes me from doing routine head checks and stuff like that when I'm riding. So the next thing that I think is super important when it comes to buying a helmet is considering the amount of wind and road noise that you're going to be hearing and how quiet the helmet is. And for that category, I'm going to rate this helmet a 3.5 out of 10. So the wind noise is really not too terrible under, say, 30 to 40 miles an hour. But once you start getting up to highway speeds, I would definitely recommend some hearing protection. As far as me, I always wear my AirPod Pros. And I can notice a pretty big difference if I don't wear the AirPods, that I get tired, I'm fatigued after a ride, just simply from all the noise, the exhaust, the wind, other cars. So get yourself some hearing protection either way. I think it's always going to be a must in any helmet you wear. And right along with the wind noise comes in the topic of ventilation. And I got to say, this helmet does a pretty good job of ventilating air, especially if you have this bottom vent open down here. It actually vents a lot of air up into your temple area and eyes right on your face, so it feels pretty good. As far as the top vents, I'm not sure I noticed much of a difference whether those are open or closed. So I'm going to give that a 6, maybe a 5.5 out of 10. But for the most part, especially with motovlogging, you don't want much ventilation just because that will add wind noise and stuff to the microphone. So 100% of the time, if I'm motovlogging, I have the ventilation up, and I can still tolerate a pretty super hot day here in the desert. So overall, not bad, but definitely could make some improvements. And lastly, and obviously the most important topic when it comes to buying yourself a motorcycle helmet, and that comes down to the safety. And thank goodness I have not had to use this helmet for what it's intended for or what it was designed for. I have not been in any accidents or even really any close calls. So I'm not going to rate this helmet on the scale of safety. But as I mentioned before, this is a budget level helmet, so please do not expect it to save your life in some crazy miracle. I'm sure it will work in some, if not most case scenarios, but I would definitely say this is on the lower end of the safety side. If you want something that is a little more reputable, I would say go with a different brand. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for the Sedici Strada 2 motorcycle helmet review. I hope you guys got some good information from this. Make sure you drop a comment down below in this video. I also want to say I'm not sponsored by Sedici. I'm not sponsored by anybody on this channel as of yet. So this was a totally full and honest review. So if you have questions, drop them down in the comments. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll see y'all in the next video.